Hi guys, happy Thursday. It's been a while since I got to do this. Or maybe not that, maybe some other thing.
It's gonna be a while longer, I guess.
How about this?
Yeah! Woo! Yes, this is my jam. It has been a long time since I last. Better than ever. At least the very same.
You're not paying any attention, are you?
I heard the song. I just wanted to Oh my god, why do you keep repeating it?
I'm not repeating it, I keep hitting the pause button.
Oh, I thought my connection was bad, and I thought it was just slowly buffering.
Oh no, that was just me being cheeky.
We're gonna have to cut that shit out. This is my life we're talking about here. It's a serious subject. My life is in our hands.
I've been in a mood all day, guys.
Yeah, it's the worst. He's really proud of himself for a joke that you will hear tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess I should save it for tomorrow, shouldn't I?
I would think so.
And while Wit's over there busy warframing, I guess I may as well tell you guys that tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time, I'm going to be debuting a tabletop simulator-oriented series to celebrate our friend Solar's birthday. And as for the name of the show, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow for that one too. But I guarantee you...
That's the joke he's proud of.
But I guarantee you, you'll enjoy it.
No, he can't make that guarantee.
Also, no, that's not the joke that I was referring to. The joke I was referring to has to do with Canada.
Oh, yeah, that one is pretty bad too. But that one was at least, definitely funny.
Wit has a different sense of humor.
I have the correct sense of humor. All of the rest of you are wrong.
Even me.
Especially you. Honest.
You guys will
You're the wrongest.
You guys will understand tomorrow. In the meantime, tonight is the final episode we will need to complete Wit's alter ego run.
I'm ready to die.
You ready to die?
Yeah.
All right.
We've lived a long life.
Indeed. So, last we left off, we were in the middle of Chapter 6, which is essentially late adulthood. Our stats are as follows. 57 and 10, still in the creative occupation with no relationship. All stats very nice on half one, except for the physical stat.
Which is still better than it was.
And same on page 2, except for calmness.
Yeah, I'm kind of a spitfire.
So we got ourselves an economy car and a 9-room colonial with no debt, thanks to the very good money we've come into over the course of the game.
Indeed. I've been phenomenally lucky.
Yes. And we...
Except for in love.
Yes, on the tree we still have an event which we are required to be in a steady relationship for. Other than that, here is the page of the tree upon which we sit. What do?
It's not been for lack of trying.
Indeed. So what do? I'm hearing a sonar in the background.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay,
some
you can hear
very
me.
interesting beeps. Sounded like a sonar.
I don't know. That was Skype trying to reconnect the call, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway, I'd like to do the bottom row, left to right.
Okay. Beginning with social. Your car has to be taken in for some minor work. The work will not cost you any appreciable amount of money, but it will be an inconvenience, since you'll have to drop the car off at the repair shop early in the morning and rearrange your usual travel plans. You call in to make an appointment, and the service rep tells you that repairs are made on a first-come, first-served basis.
Calm, car to be fixed.
Well, it's easy to see that you're an optimist, but you're greeted by a mechanic who's clearly holding a book with the word appointments in big letters across the front. You clearly recall hearing the cars would be taken first come, first served. Perhaps they're running a beauty parlor in the back of the garage. Or perhaps they used to service by appointment and now they just keep the book for something else. Nope, that is a bona fide appointment book. The mechanic apologizes for the misunderstanding. Sees you're a calm person. What? What stats are you looking at, asshole?
In this one very moment, I am calm. He's found in the one zen in my whole life.
And is prepared to treat you with courtesy. He can give you an appointment for 3 weeks from Friday.
Boo.
Mayo, welcome.
Hey, Mayo.
And Chibi's here too.
Oh, wow. Crowded. Yeah, I guess it's a bummer, but I don't think I have a choice. So accept.
Not only are you calm, but you're also quite unassertive, with all due respect. Over the next 3 weeks, your car's health deteriorates rapidly. The cost of the repair bill when you finally do get your appointment is still not particularly appreciable.
Maybe for 87. Well, see, now I'd like to talk to them about knocking it down.
Unfortunately, you don't have such luxury. And doing
It's
well.
a bad game. Health,
Doing well, Mayo, and
health,
yourself? Please. Okay, what do now?
Yes, indeed. How are our adoring fans? Health, please.
Yes. In the middle of a great rush to get out of the house, you pick up a pair of shoes, only to see the heel dangling precariously from the back. It looks like you could pound the heel back into the shoe and still wear it.
Pair.
Cautious, another pair?
Mm-hmm.
You probably already imagined getting your heel lost in many embarrassing places. It's a small situation that requires great wisdom. So you search through the mountain of shoes in the bottom of your closet and come up with 2 pair of possible substitutions.
I don't know. I work in creative. Old comfortable.
Old comfortable. Pair of sensible shoes will never bite you in the back, of the foot, that is. You spend the day in comfort and take an intelligence rise.
Weird. Will they let me do any of the heart? Probably not, huh? I feel somewhat obligated to check them.
Yeah, Chibi did not, or was it Chibi? Yeah, Chibi made an assumption that was incorrect about those. So in checking, although I do think she went with this one.
I got one.
While you're pulling out of a parking lot, you witness a hit-and-run accident. A young boy on a bicycle has been struck by another motorist and is bleeding in the middle of the street. Does not look like there's enough time for you to get help.
Sweet Jesus. Probably panicky first aid.
The panic numbs you to everything except the boy. Your reactions become automatic. You're not in good shape physically. As you run toward the boy, your heart is pounding through your chest.
Help him there. I'm gonna get hit by a car, but this is what you're supposed to do.
Good idea. Moving him might have meant complications, especially if there were broken bones. The sound of your voice is comforting to the boy. He's relieved that you're there. You apply pressure to the bleeding. Soon an ambulance arrives and you are credited with saving the boy's life. The next day, newspaper and television reports chronicle your heroic deed. You are quite a remarkable person. Nice
That's
going.
a hell of a coin flip. I can imagine that turns out really bad.
Probably not in that case since you didn't have to exert yourself physically.
I mean, a little.
Not...
I think if my health was much lower, I could have had a heart attack right there. The fact that they mentioned that means that there's something, right? Mm-hmm. Will they let me do the next heart one?
You've just returned from your yearly physical.
Wow.
After your examination, you were told that you have begun your menopause. And even though it was something you expected might happen soon, when the news is delivered, you still feel a terrible sinking feeling in your stomach. During quiet time, you begin to reflect on your life, your family, and the people around you to whom you have formed attachments. You've lived a great part of your life, and hell, now seems as good a time as any to take inventory. As you look around, you find that there are those much younger than you who've accomplished more. You have friends who have beautiful homes and vacation in Europe twice a year. There are other friends who seem to have achieved a great deal more in other ways too. The reality of losing the ability to produce children strikes you in a funny way. A part of you is relieved not to have to worry about taking precautions to avoid pregnancy. You will look forward to not having to bother with your period every month too. Another part of you feels a loss. You may feel a peculiar sense of uselessness, and intellectually, you know that you're still important and vital to many people, but emotionally, you have been worn down by a long 5-page drivel of story.
I don't think I will end up feeling this way. As I do not, at least now, experience the desired. I think I will probably be more relieved than anything else. To the physical symptoms of the menopause period. I'm told that kind of sucks a lot, and I'm not looking forward to it. So it's still going to be content, and I guess remain as you are.
Menopause sucks. Period.
Ugh.
You must be either quite healthy or resistant to facing some of the typical worries associated with this time of life. In case you're interested, some of your friends are finding themselves terribly ambivalent about their lives right about now. They're experiencing mood swings, bouts of guilt, shame and anxiety, even panic. Since you are not experiencing any of these, it would be inappropriate to offer words of encouragement. I hope your outlook remains this positive throughout the rest of your life.
Well, I disagree with most of that.
This has been a pretty disagreeable game.
Those things are symptoms of menopause with the changes in hormones and other brain chemistry, encouraging feelings of anxiety, and also just it being convenient for having a midlife crisis.
Does the hormone?
Oh, yikes.
Yes.
Let's do the last two on the screen.
Okay. Familia. Your father's eyesight is beginning to fail him, and his reflexes are not as quick as they used to be. In spite of this, he refuses to turn in his driver's license. Although he rarely drives, when he does, he's an absolute menace, and you are sure that he will wind up killing somebody, himself or somebody innocent.
Sympathetic, must give up.
That's not giving him sympathy, that's ordering him around, and you know how he resents that. He's not going to listen to you or anyone else, and that's final. Just as final as the consequences he has just condemned himself to.
Yeah, then I, literally take it from him.
Stubborn old man. That's like a real-life pet peeve of mine, though, is people that is like old folks I peek in at the window that are driving terribly and are obviously too old to be driving, not necessarily by their look of age, but their driving.
Yeah, you always see who's driving the car that's weaving all over the road or going way too slow.
Yep. And 99 times out of 100, it's a geriatric. But anyway.
60. And then my father probably in it.
So your accountant suggests
Every 3 years when you get to that age.
Signal's still going
sorry.
Signal's really going haywire still, apparently.
No.
I only heard bits and pieces of any of that.
Whatever.
All
Continue.
right. Your accountant suggests some creative accounting techniques that are guaranteed to reduce the amount of money you'll be giving Uncle Sam this year. The techniques have one minor disadvantage. They're in that gray area of accounting practices that fall dangerously close to being, gasp, illegal. How gray the area depends on the skill of your accountant, your willingness to see things his way, and the probability that your tax return will be flagged for an audit. It's April Fool's Day, by the way, a mere fortnight away from the day of reckoning.
Paranoid prudent. I wouldn't call it paranoid. I just think it's morally wrong. It's not because I'm afraid of getting caught.
Your accountant thinks you're weak and he wants no part of you in his practice. You're not progressive enough for him.
Fuck.
Eventually, the two of you go your separate ways. And while you travel down the straight and narrow path, he's in jail. Ha ha ha. Joke's on you, fucker.
Yeah, that's wild. I've never heard of an accountant firing a client because they don't agree on principles of accounting. That's just very strange.
Yeah, well, joke's on you. Joke's on that fucker.
Yeah. Oh, let's see what's going on in the relationship tab.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to meet somebody, I believe. I don't think you even have anybody on the arm.
Check? I don't, but you can check.
Nope.
Alright, meet someone.
Where?
Neighborhood.
Who?
Ugh. I've chosen a lot of these. I don't think I've done George yet.
You want George?
Not particularly, but you know what I mean.
Very calm, very happy, moderately gentle and confident, not very trustworthy or attractive.
Not trustworthy again?
And apparently you meet in the supermarket.
Let's try a date with George.
Oh, wow. I guess there are none there, period.
Uh-oh.
There is a square we can go back.
That's not a good sign.
Actually, you might need to be steady with him in order to do that square, but remember, there is one back there.
I'm not gonna go steady with a guy I know nothing about.
Okay. Then, it's shit or get off the pot at this point.
That is not
Well,
my fault.
I mean, you wanted dates.
I resent being punished for this. I mean, I know there's nothing you or I could do. I just would like to note for the record that I resent being punished for that. Well, then let's do the work event.
Things are becoming extremely stressful at work lately. You cannot find a single person capable of doing his or her job well. And there are time pressures and deadlines. Oh boy, we're getting real. You find yourself working overtime. At the end of the day, you would like nothing more than to just relax. But it's no use. The more you try to wind down after work, the more the pressure gets to you. And you're beginning to feel afraid that work has become such an overbearing responsibility that you'll no longer be able to enjoy life.
These moods are not, They're not good. I guess I have to do angry do something.
That's the spirit. What do?
Vacation, I guess.
Splendid idea. Sightseeing, other enjoyable activities.
No, I just want to relax.
Good. Just relax and take it easy. You don't want vacation to be too much like work.
Okay then. I guess keep going up the tree since I'm done with college and I'm not married. And there's no point to getting stuff in this game.
At the last minute, you become the only person available to drive a group of 5 howling, screeching, rambunctious, overactive first graders to their first school play.
How is that possible? How did this happen? Whose kids are these? I think that's operating under the assumption that I have children.
Which you don't.
But the fact that I don't means that this is a crazy assumption.
So what are you going to do?
No, I'm not going to drive people's kids. Drive your own kids. Horrified? No, thank you.
What kind of excuse could you possibly have for not wanting to take a group of sweet, lovable, excited little actors and actresses to their first show? Now hold up just a minute here.
Yeah, right?
A minute ago.
This game is full of gaslighting.
Oh, I love this page.
I'm gonna tell the truth. My nerves cannot handle driving strangers' kids.
Well, isn't that too bad? It's kind of hard to pity you. It's not exactly like heavy combat duty, although it is close. Everybody thinks you're being melodramatic and your social sphere shits.
Well, I have to say that I think if this game were made today, everyone would say mood and
yeah.
My social sphere, you went past it.
You want to? Oh, you need to.
What was it?
You need another peek.
You could just tell me the number.
It was 65.
Whatever.
Yeah. Your calmness is up though.
Yeah, it's because I'm fucking brilliant.
What do?
We have no choice but to continue.
Because of your fine vocational performance, you are singled out for your tremendous achievements and honored at an awards dinner hosted by some important members of your working environment.
Dang.
During your introduction, the host notes that you are outstanding because of your ability to work with others, enriching the field and exemplifying the most outstanding qualities of hard work, patience, and pride.
Dang.
Sounds like lifetime achievement.
Short, proud speech?
Short and proud?
Short and proud.
Your consideration, nobody really enjoys listening to long speeches, and your pride are some of the reasons why you are being honored tonight. Who would you like to thank most during your speech?
The people I work with.
Very sincere. Your coworkers appreciate you for this, and your social sphere makes up some of the damage you did not driving the children. How much? Enough, 10%.
I'm the best and everyone loves me.
Hmm.
I don't suppose dates have unlocked.
Not likely, but no.
About him.
What was it?
Break it off with this man. I know nothing about him.
Okay.
Nor will I get the opportunity.
And that was the last thing you did in middle adulthood.
Great.
Family
Did
life.
not expect that.
Family life is good. In general, you're not... okay. This is new. During this phase of life, your body doesn't always respond the way your mind would like it to. A sore back after a hard day's work or sore feet and legs after a long walk are not uncommon. In general, you're not very healthy, but you still haven't turned to the vices. Socially, you're doing fine. And I'm not going to bore you with the relationship speech because I imagine you've set your mind at this point.
I don't really have a choice.
Well, you do, but you're very
Not
trustworthy.
gonna marry someone I know nothing about.
You're still not too wild. Negotiated your midlife crisis without becoming depressed. Sensible and understanding. You're pretty jittery. People see you as an extremely wise person. They rely on you often for advice and are pleased with the results they get from interacting with you.
Hell yeah.
This final phase of life is full of mixed blessings. You may feel old and lonely some days and cheerful and strong in others. Our society certainly has its share of prejudices against the geriatrics, but you can have rich and rewarding experiences anyway. You'll have your chance to thumb your nose at people who think you're too old to live it up a little. After all, you were doing most of these things and enjoying them long before these people were potty trained.
The woman I shall become will be quite different from the woman I am now. Another I is beginning, and so far I have not had to complain of her.
There you
Sure
go.
sound was awesome.
Oh, looky here.
Oof.
Age is 65 to begin this arc.
I'ma die. Alright, let's proceed up from the bottom up.
Okay. At a family gathering, you notice a table with some sweet cordials. You think it might be a good idea to go over and sample some of them. Maybe loosen up, enjoy the party.
Not interested. I don't drink.
So not interested in sample, right?
Haha. Wait, hang on. Chibi has thoughts.
Yeah, Chibi hated this. Are you not interested because you're afraid of how it might affect your behavior?
No, I just don't drink.
Well, you must have your reasons then.
Oh, Chibi, I'm sorry.
Yes, what a shame, what a shame.
I think they call chocolates that have liquor in them cordials.
Well, we did come to the conclusion that cordials have several definitions, all of which are the ones that any of us have thought of. But in any event, there's a lot of health here, shall we?
I think drink first. Yeah, let's start.
A young man walks up to you in the park and looks you square in the eye. Have you got a dime? He says.
Generous give?
You reach down to your purse and slowly sort through the loose change. It's getting hard to discriminate the size and shape of coins these days. You finally find one that feels like a dime. Reach out and hand it over to the man who looks at you quizzically. The time, you old bitch, the time! He keeps saying.
Oh.
Your hearing is beginning to go.
Bummer.
Am I to take it that you're about done with the outer squares there? Marriage and all that? Yeah, we're losing your signal again.
Are there new dates for old people?
New dates for old people? Well, you're going to have to meet somebody first.
Let's do it.
Where?
Around town.
Who?
Henry.
Very attractive, moderately happy, sucks otherwise.
Jesus.
He manages a stationery store in town, and there you go.
Date.
Henry would like to participate in a fishing tournament. Would you like to join him?
Sure.
When he picks you up, you notice that he looks quite dashing and rugged in his flannel shirt and denim coveralls. There's another woman, a widow, on the boat, acting very helpless. She asks your date if he can help her wind this thingamajig. How do you feel? Yeah, it's been a theme all your life, hasn't it?
I don't know. I'm not that attached to this guy. I'm fine.
At your age, less bothers you than when you were younger. You're sure he's not going to run off with anyone. After the fishing trip, he thanks you for coming along and brings his face close to yours. What do?
Gentle goodnight kiss.
That's a fine question that somebody else will have to answer, Chibi.
That's a hell of a choice.
The gentle romantic kiss sends the two of you into a soft, loving embrace. His whiskers and rough skin tickle.
Ugh.
You have been a great companion today, and Henry shows his appreciation by offering you a night out on the town next weekend.
Yeah. Great.
What do?
Let's do the next health.
Beautiful sunny day. There's a lot of outside work that needs doing.
Am I not rich enough to hire someone?
You certainly
Oh,
are.
I'm 100% rich enough to hire someone. Those are strange moods.
Hmm.
Alert pay?
You don't have time for this. Instead, you want to enjoy life. Take a walk, do some sewing, anything but work.
That's the spirit.
Haha.
Next health,
Next health.
please.
You're very bored and the weather outside is just a bit nippy. You think you'd like to treat yourself to a small but refreshing shopping spree. The idea seems like a worthwhile way of getting exercise. Although you live quite a distance from the store, the walk should get your blood pumping.
Excited, go.
Okay, what for?
Present for friends, I guess?
That would certainly be my answer. That's the spirit. I'm sure you'll be quite pleased with whatever you purchase. On the way to your store, you feel yourself alternating between feeling refreshed from the cool air outside and dizzy. You stop and rest every few minutes, regain your composure, and move right along. The last thing you remember is a crowd of people gathering around you on a street corner. Oh, for some reason you're looking up into the sky. It is clear and bright blue. You feel very peaceful. How nice it would have been if you could have said goodbye.
Oh, Jesus.
That one took you out. It is done.
69 is quite young.
Age of death. 69.
Yeah. Of what did I die?
You probably overexerted yourself into a cardiac episode.
Really?
Yeah. I would imagine that that's what happened.
Nothing happened. I went for a walk to the store, and I said, like they said, like I was feeling a little dizzy, so I would rest and then keep going. And then I just like looked up at the sky and died.
The inference being made here is that your body went boom as a result of the strain. But yeah,
Huh.
well,
Fucking loaded though.
you died rich.
Well, millennial loaded.
You died rich with nobody to leave it to.
Well, I hope I had like favorite charioteers.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to drum up a quickie here.
Unless you want to switch to mine.
Well, I'm still not around next week, so better to wait until we're back on normal schedule before we do anything like that could extend.
Okay, well, I do have a one-off puzzle game
Do you?
that I have gotten stuck on.
You're saying can we YOLO around? What are you insinuating here, Chibi?
Oh, like just like do the weirdest thing?
Well, the thing is that'll provide spoilers for a couple other people who will probably do just that.
There's a really good chance that Kuro is going to do this someday, and the person who's going to YOLO it is her.
There's another person in mind that will probably YOLO it.
That's right, Solar hasn't played yet, have they?
That's right.
Yeah, no, Solar is going to burn this game to the ground.
Oh, and I'm going to enjoy every second of hosting it. But I'm going to have to take a break from this because I did...
requested... Yeah,
Because
no.
I did two of them concurrently. I think it's time to give this one a rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I'm actually going to break the stream. And when we pick up, we will do the one-off puzzle game that Wit has suggested.
Okay, so join me on my stream, which I think you both know.
Yep. So take a quick drink break, but come right back over on Wit's channel. And with that, I say that I'm Alpha.
Oh, I'm Wit.
And...
Good night, stupid.
Good night, stupid.